PlayStation.
In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first, and certainly they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round,
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He'll pull it down and run. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this low.
He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start start having the comparison game. Well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And that's a first down.
He leaves it with his back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's LeBlanc. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisville, 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter.
Of the 3rd quarter, with the score, Ohio State 14, Louisville 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback keeper. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He chucks one out to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been...
And it's intercepted! A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hughes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Cardinals are threatening in the red zone. Going to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side now. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. Great start. Keep chipping away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He fires it out to the right. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's McClain. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It was the better play there by the defense.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now on the move. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McClain. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Get set.
A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Scanning the field, it's Gentry. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Cox. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the throw to the sideline is complete. Won't be enough for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll give it to the back. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
He's marked down at the 29. Brings up third down.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
21.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's got great speed. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to fit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and when the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
35. 21.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kick it off.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. headed back out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Let's go.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking for a man. It's Gentry. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side. There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Here's the handoff. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a fourth-down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. A first-down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This is a designed run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. From the gun. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.